Welcome back to Operation Arsenal, guys. Today we got a 1-0 win against Watford. This could have been a tricky game. Watford, I think, have shown this season already that on their day they can compete with anyone. But also we've seen them struggle. Not too long ago I saw them smash in 5 goals against Everton. And I honestly thought going into this game, what if that happens to us today? But thankfully that hasn't happened because Arteta's at the wheel, clearly. I want to talk about things in general, not just the match today, because we're in a really good spot right now. As you guys know, Operation Arsenal is no notes, it's no cuts, just straight after the game I get talking. But I've made an exception today because I wanted to try something different. So I've made a couple of notes, and also I'm going to be going through stats and your comments. I want to add more to Operation Arsenal other than just me talking about the game. So to make things quicker, I've made a few notes. Otherwise, I end up just going off on a tangent. So, was it an unfair goal? That is my first comment. Now, if you haven't seen the match yet, the goal that we scored has actually come from Watford kicking the ball out. Danny Rose, ex-Tottenham player, he kicks the ball out. And then a few seconds later, when play resumes, Arsenal did not throw the ball back to Watford. So, I'm of the opinion straight away that that is unsportsmanlike, and I'm a little bit disappointed. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I actually missed that bit. While I'm watching the Arsenal game, I'm editing, I'm doing things, and I'm just kind of watching it in the background most of the time if I'm doing work or whatever. And that was just a moment where I looked away. So I didn't see it. I didn't see it when it happened, but of course then I I glanced over and saw that we were attacking, and then we scored. So I didn't think anything of it. But having seen the replay after the game, I'm actually of the opinion that Watford are absolutely well within their rights to be a little bit upset about this. And I mean, there's nothing the referee can do, I guess, because it's up to Watford. If they decide to kick the ball out, that's on them. There is no rule in the laws that then Arsenal have to give the ball back, because this wasn't the referee's decision. The referee has not stopped the play. He has not said, right, Watford, Danny Rose, kick it out, please. You'll get the ball back. None of that. It was his decision, and Arsenal have just carried on. It's a tricky one, but I am on Watford's side for this one. So I do think it's an unfair goal. Let me know your thoughts down below. I think we would have won anyway. I think we had multiple chances after that who knows, maybe it would have gone in. But when moments like that in a game happen, it obviously changes the way the game works out. I think we still would have scored. I'm of the opinion that we would have still won this game. We had so many chances. Ben Foster, the legend himself, the Cycling GK here on YouTube. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, Ben Foster is the Watford goalkeeper. I think he's 38 years old. He's definitely playing, I think, probably his last season or maybe his penultimate season as a professional goalkeeper in the Premier League at least, and he's still got it, hasn't he? What an absolute beast. Amazing performance from Ben Foster, and I cannot wait to see him do a match review vlog on the trip to the Emirates today. He was, for me, man of the match. I know Maitland-Niles got it, and I'll show you the stats in a moment, but for me, Foster was the best player on the pitch today. He was the reason Watford didn't lose by 1 or 2 or 3 more goals. He really was incredible. I had a point here to talk about fouls and yellow cards, and I made that note before Watford had a man sent off for 2 yellow cards. I was going to say, what is it with teams up against Arsenal just not getting punished for all these stupid fouls? Danny Rose literally jumping on top of Lacazette in the box, which of course was a foul. We got the penalty and missed it. Aubameyang didn't have a great game today, but he didn't even get a yellow card for it. And I was going to complain that we're just not seeing that enough. And I think it still stands, even with the red card, which was 2 yellows. It wasn't a straight red. We're not seeing opposition teams punished enough against Arsenal. I don't know what it is. I think I saw a stat in the first half. 2 fouls, 2 yellow cards for Arsenal. 12 fouls, 1 yellow card for Watford, I think. Now, of course, it's a situational thing. It depends on what the foul was. Still, massively frustrating. I want to talk about Lacazette really briefly because since he's been back in the side, I think we've been better. He's almost, for me, like the glue in this team. In this 4-4-1-1, which we're playing at the moment, where he sits in that number 10 role. I like it. Does he deserve a new contract? That is the big one at the moment. Of course, this is his final year. if we get to January and he doesn't sign a new deal, he can talk to any club he wants and he could be gone for free next year. So I'm of the opinion that a 1/2 year extension wouldn't be a bad thing. I would be leaning into a 1 year deal because at his age, we know that Aubameyang's now a bit older and we're starting to see a decline. Lacazette, I think, has declined over the last year or two, but he's in a real good purple. What do you call that? A purple patch? A good bit of form. He's doing really well at the moment. So I think a 1 year with maybe a view to an extra year would be a good idea. But the question is would he accept that when he could potentially get one more somewhat big move where he'll go on a free and get big wages somewhere? We'll keep an eye out for that. I think Lacazette, 1 year extension. Let's get him locked down for next season. And worst case, we've protected our asset. We still have the value there. If he signs that deal in the next month or two, we can then sell him in the summer window if we wanted to. I talked about Aubameyang being poor. I don't think we really need to discuss it too much. I think he's gone back to the form that he was in a few months ago and the end of last season, really. Lots of just poor play from Aubameyang, just not good enough. Smith Rowe, absolute beast. Love the guy. I really need to talk about him as well. But as I said, I want to keep it somewhat shorter today. I just love the guy. That's 3 games in a row he's scored now. And I've noted down Maitland-Niles because he can play anywhere. That's what I love about Maitland-Niles. You can play him wing back, either side, central midfield, right mid, left mid. I think he could probably do a job as a number 10 as well. He is the most versatile player in the league. If you ask me, I can't think of another player that's more versatile. He could probably play as a centre-back. Why not throw him in goal? We saw it last night at Brighton when, was it Dunk went in goal when Sanchez got sent off? Maitland-Niles could go in goal and do a good job, I'm pretty sure. Luckily, we've got Ramsdale, who, again, made some important saves, although one error almost led to a goal when I think it was King got through. That's my notes. Done. Throw those away. Now, we're going to look at your comments. So let me go ahead and see. Look at this fantastic technology. You ready? Boom. We're into your comments. So we've got Fletch, Arsenal, but the E is an X. Welcome to Football Twitter. Good performance all around. Worst performance I've seen from Aubameyang. Should have been 3, maybe 4-0. I wouldn't say it's the worst performance I've seen from Aubameyang, but I've certainly seen him play a lot better. But yes, it was a good performance all around. And yes, I agree. It should have been 3-4-0. Of course, we had an offside goal, 2 offside goals disallowed. And of course, we missed a penalty. So I'm guessing our expected goals would be pretty high. By the way, follow me on Twitter. Like, if you're watching this right now and you don't follow me on Twitter, what's wrong with you? It's just at MGH. I'm verified. You can't miss me. And no, that wasn't like a brag, but I am actually verified on Twitter, which is pretty cool. Up next, we've got Cameron saying Smith Rowe in great form. Ben White is showing his price tag. Maitland-Niles can play everywhere. Saka is better than Sancho. Aubameyang needs to get shifted on. Ramsdale, mostly solid. Arteta's at the wheel. Love that, Cameron. I'm not sure about Saka and Sancho. I would say Sancho on his day is one of the best wingers in the world. But of course, since he's joined United, we are yet to see that. And based on current form, yeah, I would say that Saka is the better player. Next comment is from Srirej. I'm so sorry if I pronounce your names wrong in this. Aubameyang should have been subbed off, but the team is looking good. Yeah, again, more Aubameyang comments. Just didn't have a good game today. I also would have taken him off. Yeah, I think I would have. But he's the captain. Makes it a bit more tricky, doesn't it? Then another comment coming in from Marlins this time. Another clean sheet and in the top 5 for now. But yes, another clean sheet. That is absolutely vital, I think, for us to continue on this run. If we don't concede goals, it's just the foundation to win matches. I know that sounds like a Michael Owen comment, but it is so true. Yes, we can score goals and yeah, we've got great attacking players that on their day can do well for us, but nothing works in football if your defense is bad. And then we've got one last comment from Paranoid Android. Worked our ASS off to get the W. I don't swear on YouTube. If you want to hear me swear, just go over to my Facebook or watch me stream and stuff. I don't swear. But this is, I think, the most interesting comment because it's true. We really had to work hard today when we shouldn't have. We had so many chances to score. We didn't put them away. And that will be the downfall of this brilliant run we're on because all of a sudden these chances that we're getting and not scoring will disappear and we will lose games. So let's hope that we don't have more of these kind of games where we're just not putting them away. Let's go into the stats of the game now. As you can see, here on FOTMob, at least, my favourite app and website to use, Maitland-Niles did get the 8 out of 10 rating, which is quite low for a man-of-the-match performance. Smith Rowe with the only goal of the game. As you can see here, Aubameyang got a 6.7, and Foster with a 7.7, the best player on the pitch other than Maitland-Niles. So, actually, no, hang on. Ben White and Tomiyasu did really well. I didn't even see that. Let's have a look at some of the stats, though. So, as you can see here, expected goals of 1.5. I actually don't think that seems right, but clearly it is. I would have said we would have got at least 2.5 maybe. Of course, expected goals doesn't really mean anything. It's just an indication of how well you're doing on the attacks. You can score a goal with 0.01 expected goals. Like, it doesn't actually mean anything. It's just a stat at the end of the day. But total shots 14, 8 chances created, 1 big chance. Possession-wise, obviously, we were going to dominate at home against Watford. Let's have a look at some of the other stats here that we can see. Shots on target, 6. Off target, 6. Duels, 1, 68. 67 of those were Tomiyasu. Accurate passes. Look at this. 4 yellow cards. What a joke. It doesn't make any sense. Where are the fouls? Is there a fouls? Fouls conceded, 6. What? Yellow cards, 4. Are you joking? 19 fouls from Watford, 2 yellow cards, and obviously the 1 red card. That, I mean, it's mental. Absolutely mental. But this kind of backs up what I was saying about Ben Foster. The 5 saves, they were big saves, really were big saves, and we could have easily got a 0-0 here. But in general, guys, look at this magic again. Boom, we're back to my beautiful mug. It was a good display to get a 1-0 win and, you know, arguably not play at our best is a good thing. I'm not going to complain about it. And it does mean we are into the top 5 for now. But against a better team, this wouldn't have been enough. So I'm very much looking forward to the next few games. Before we go, let me just double check who we have. We have, I think it's Liverpool next, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Liverpool on Saturday the 20th, followed by Newcastle. So, and then United after that. So it's going to be a tough few weeks. I'm hoping that the Liverpool game won't be too much of a embarrassment. We're going to lose that game. I think that's quite obvious. They're in the form of their lives right now. But against Newcastle, United, I think we can get wins there. So 100 games for Arteta. He's got a better win statistic than Arsene Wenger. Obviously, we're looking at 100 games compared to over 1,000 games. But he actually does have a better win ratio than Arsene Wenger, which is madness. But thank you for watching, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed this format a little bit more, where I look at stats and get your comments in. Make sure you follow me on Twitter to get your comments in next time. And until the 20th, yep, international breaks, boring. There won't be another review until that day.